Hello everyone and welcome back to another bus trip video. I must admit it's not going to be the most interesting route, but this is the Metrobus 200 from the Gatwick South Terminal. I unfortunately didn't have enough time to get to the North Terminal to catch it, and we're going to be heading down to Horsham. So here's a little quick glimpse of the route. So starting at Gatwick, making our way down through sort of around the edge of Crawley, flying across to Horsham, little sort of up and down there, and then into the town centre. So as usual, I'll sort of crop up any important moments. Apart from that, enjoy the ambience and well, some of the sort of quite urban scenery. So just coming into the Manor Royal business district, which is sort of basically where most of the money within Crawley is at. All the big businesses and etc. They're all in Manor Royal. And this is the point of the journey where we sort of say goodbye to the massive buildings and huge sort of glass frontages, big businesses, as we sort of go from Manor Royal and Gatwick into residential Crawley, as we arrive into Langley Green. Sort of on the border road between the Langley Green area of Crawley and Highfield. The most tucked away car dealership and petrol station in Crawley, as we head up and over the Arun Valley line, right sort of next to Highfield station. There's Highfield station just to the right there, and then we cross over into the Gossip Green area of Crawley. And it is worth mentioning as we go through Gossip Green that Crawley was a new town post-war, so there's sort of lots of these buildings, which are, some of them aren't the prettiest. It is quite a contrast when we get into Horsham, which is sort of got more of an old town vibe to it. Now arriving into Bewbush Dawston Square, which is sort of the, well, within sort of Bewbush, the main transit interchange, and also the beginnings of the number 10 fastway route, which was one of our original bus trip videos. We went up to Gatwick North Terminal. Now coming to one of the newer parts of Crawley, this being the Kilnwood Vale estate. However, I believe on the sort of postcode and address it actually counts as being part of Horsham, but not really. Going through the bus gate here, which then takes us round into Kilnwood Vale. And do correct me if I'm wrong, any sort of Crawley bus people, but haven't they built the bus gate too tight for buses and like hydrogen buses? They can't get through there. Prior to the bus gate being built, this is where buses did a 3-point turn and then made their way out of Kilnwood Vale and onto the main road. So we're now on the A264, sort of the main road between Crawley and Horsham, and just about to pass through the sort of southern tail of Faygate, which is, yeah, you may recognise the name because it's like the least used railway station in West Sussex. There's not a lot happens in Faygate. Now arriving into the town of Horsham, where you've all noticed quite a big difference architecture wise from Crawley. Seeing a lot more sort of older style buildings here in Horsham, and it's generally a nicer town. And this is Kings Road roundabout, where if you took the second exit, just the left here, you'd be at Horsham railway station in around 2 minutes. But instead we go all the way to the north side of the town and then drop all the way back down. So instead of a 2-minute drive, it takes about 15 minutes. And then crossing over the Arun Valley line again at the level crossing, there's a Little Haven railway station. And about to pass the gates of the ex-Novartis site, which is a big pharmaceutical company, but they closed down about 10 years ago in Horsham. Now we passed over the Sutton and Mole Valley line, and the road which was just after that bridge is what the 200 used to run down, but now we sort of go around this bit you can see now, which adds on at least another 2-3 minutes to the journey if you get caught at the red lights. And another part where if we went straight on we'd be at the town centre in about 2 minutes, whereas no, we're heading back the other way. Then we pass the sort of, I wouldn't say it's world famous, but the College of Richard Collier, which I believe in 2019 was like the 6th best college in the UK. You've just got Horsham Hospital off to the right there. So yeah, quite a fancy college-ish. And the other side of the former fire station, which has now been moved out of town. You've got the very brutalist, probably one of the worst looking structures in Horsham, the magistrates sort of court there. And you've got the post office, which I think is partially closed down now as well. That's sort of most things on Hurst Road. And then we finally come up to Horsham railway station after our sort of massive tangent where we went up to North Heath and back, which is sort of one of the reasons why this route isn't quite direct. I mean, once you get into the Roffey part of Horsham, from there it is fairly direct to Gatwick, but sort of the bit up to North Heath and is just the right faff. But yeah, this is Horsham railway station. And I've got quite a few clips here of Horsham, as it generally is a really nice town. This is the sort of main road which heads in from the railway station. You've got the old town hall there, a lovely theatre building off to the left. Yeah, it's got a much older style to it as opposed to the quite more modern Crawley. And after Albion Way bus stop, I was, I believe, the only person left on the bus, as most people get off at Albion Way, as it's sort of where the shopping centre. It also saves you going round this sort of pointless loop into the bus station. And then one of the bigger structures in town, the Waitrose/John Lewis, which opened in 2015, I believe. And then we head up into the bus station. There we go, that's journeys, and that is a trip on the not so interesting and not the most direct, especially once it gets into Horsham, the Route 200 here at Horsham bus station. But yeah, hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. Do leave a comment, thumbs up, etc. What routes do you want to see next? Apart from that, see you all, take care, bye guys.